Have you ever imagined a former US president being prosecuted for treason? Well, the Trump administration has just called for Barack Obama's prosecution, accusing him and his top officials of orchestrating a secret conspiracy against Donald Trump back in 2016. In today's video, we'll dive deep into everything you need to know about this explosive DNI report, the calls for criminal charges, the AI-generated arrest video shared by Trump himself, and what this means for America's political future. Stay tuned, because this story is bigger than politics. It is about power, truth, and the destiny of democracy itself. Last week, Tulsi Gabbard, who was appointed as Director of National Intelligence by Donald Trump, released a bombshell declassified report. In this report, she accused former President Barack Obama, along with James Clapper, John Brennan, James Comey, and Susan Rice, of orchestrating a treasonous conspiracy. Yes, you heard that right, treason. According to Gabbard, these top officials manipulated intelligence about Russian interference in the 2016 election to undermine Trump's presidency and legitimacy. She claims they fabricated an entire narrative to make it seem like Russia helped Trump win. So, what exactly does the report say? Before the 2016 election, multiple intelligence agencies, including the NSA, CIA, FBI, and DHS, concluded that Russia probably wasn't trying to influence the election outcome. However, according to the declassified documents, on December 9, 2016, President Obama called an emergency National Security Council meeting demanding an assessment of Russian meddling. From there, the agencies suddenly produced a post-election evaluation claiming Russia did interfere to help Trump. The report also highlights the controversial Steele dossier, which was later discredited, stating that it was deliberately included to strengthen the narrative of Trump-Russia collusion. Tulsi Gabbard called this entire process a treasonous conspiracy and said,
"They weaponized intelligence to sabotage the incoming president of the United States. This is beyond corruption. This is betrayal of the American people."
How did Donald Trump react? Well, Trump shared a dramatic AI-generated video on his Truth social account. The video shows Barack Obama being arrested and handcuffed by FBI agents, with the song YMCA playing in the background. He captioned it with the words, "No one is above the law." Many critics called this video deranged propaganda, while Trump supporters hailed it as a symbolic moment showing what they believe should happen in real life. This is not just political theater. Trump is directly pushing the idea that Obama should be jailed for crimes against America. Prominent Republicans have backed Gabbard's calls for prosecution. They argue that if ordinary Americans can face charges for lying to federal agents or obstructing investigations, then former presidents and intelligence chiefs should not be immune. Some Republican lawmakers are already drafting motions to investigate Obama and his team further. They want criminal indictments, not just political statements. This is part of Trump's broader narrative, that his presidency was sabotaged by what he calls the deep state, and that justice must be served to restore America's integrity. But what about the Democrats? They are calling this entire move a dangerous abuse of power. According to Democratic Congressman Jim Himes and Senator Mark Warner, these accusations are completely baseless, and that multiple bipartisan investigations have already confirmed Russia interfered in 2016 to help Trump. They argue that Tulsi Gabbard is simply doing Trump's bidding by manufacturing a scandal to distract from his legal troubles and unify his base before the 2024 elections. They also point out that no actual charges have been filed yet, and the Department of Justice has not made any public statements about prosecuting Obama or his officials. Meanwhile, the FBI has launched separate investigations into former CIA Director John Brennan and former FBI Director James Comey. The focus of these probes is whether they lied to Congress about the Steele dossier and its credibility. Republicans say this is further proof of a coordinated conspiracy to frame Trump. Democrats insist these are politically motivated investigations designed to intimidate public servants. The reality is that Brennan and Comey were key architects of the original Russia probe. If it is proven that they knowingly misled Congress, they could face serious criminal charges, including perjury and obstruction of justice. Let's talk more about Trump's AI video. Some say it crosses an ethical line by depicting a former president being arrested in a fictional, digitally generated scene. Media outlets like the Daily Beast have called it deranged and dangerous, arguing that it spreads misinformation and could incite violence. But for Trump supporters, it is a symbolic piece of political art showing what they believe justice looks like. This is the new frontier of propaganda, using AI to create ultra-realistic imagery that blurs the lines between reality and fantasy to shape public perception. So what happens now? Tulsi Gabbard has submitted the declassified documents to the Department of Justice and is demanding immediate action. Republican lawmakers will likely hold hearings in Congress to amplify these findings. However, without concrete evidence of intentional fabrication, and with Democrats controlling the Senate, it is unlikely Obama will face criminal charges anytime soon. That said, this narrative will almost certainly become a central theme of Trump's campaign strategy, that he was the victim of a criminal coup and that he alone can restore justice. Beyond the political drama, this story raises profound questions. Can a former president be prosecuted for decisions made while in office? Should intelligence assessments be subject to criminal scrutiny if later proven inaccurate? And most importantly, is America entering an era where each new administration prosecutes its predecessor? If so, the consequences for democratic stability are immense. Such cycles of vengeance could erode institutions and tear the country apart. In conclusion, the Trump administration's call for Obama's prosecution over the DNI report marks an unprecedented escalation in American political warfare. Whether you see it as justice or persecution depends on your perspective. What is clear is that these events will define the coming elections, public trust in intelligence agencies, and the very future of presidential accountability. We will keep following this story every step of the way here on IGOR'S News. So make sure to subscribe, like, and share this video to spread the truth behind the headlines. Thank you for watching. Do you think Barack Obama will actually face prosecution? Or is this just another political stunt? Comment your thoughts below. I'll be reading and replying to your comments. And don't forget to check our latest videos for more geopolitical analysis and unfiltered truths. This is Igor, signing out from IGOR'S News. Stay aware, stay informed, and stay free.